LiveStream with voice on the PS4, Titanfall early impressions, and Call of Duty Ghosts character transfers go cross-platform. All this and more on GTech. What's up, guys? BriarRabbit here. Got some very interesting news out of Sony today. Shuhei Yoshida actually announced on Twitter that Sony's PlayStation 4, not only can it live stream on Ustream and Twitch.tv, but it can also do live commentaries on just the hardware itself. I thought that was pretty interesting news that Sony's hardware will actually support not only just live streaming, but actually live commentaries over the stream. That's pretty fun stuff, you know, and it's something that in the past has taken quite a bit of technical knowledge and a little bit of effort to do, and now it's going to be ready out of the box with the PlayStation 4. I don't know how many people are really interested in that. It may be a very niche market, but I'm interested in it. I can't wait to use that feature. I think that's really fun, not just for Call of Duty, but for any game I want to play and kind of share with you guys. That'll be really a fun way to do it and a very easy way to do it. If all I have to do is boot up the PlayStation 4, you know, plug in a microphone and get going, that's great. That's great news. And I can do it on Ustream or Twitch. Twitch is by far more popular than Ustream. But, you know, having options is always a great thing. The more options you have, the more ways of doing one thing you have, the better off you are. So I thought that was pretty exciting news. I don't know how interested people are in that. I don't know do you guys like watch a lot of Twitch TV? Do you guys ever stream on your own? You know, a Twitch TV audience is a hard thing to build up. Even bigger YouTubers have trouble with it. Guys with, you know, 60,000 subs will only get like 200 viewers on a live stream. So, you know, it's not an easy audience to build, but you know, it is a fun way to interact with an audience. So I think that's great news. Tell me what you guys think. Anybody who's watched more than a few videos on this channel knows that I'm really looking forward to Titanfall. It is probably my most anticipated game of the near future. So in case you don't know what Titanfall is, I'll give you a brief description. It's made by the guys who actually formed Infinity Ward. They're now in a company called Respawn Entertainment. This game is kind of a mashup between, let's say, MechWarrior and Call of Duty. It looks frantic. It looks amazing. It's very vertical. You can fight with mechs. You can fight with jetpacked humans. I mean, it just looks crazy. So they were at Gamescom. Respawn Entertainment was at Gamescom showing off the game to the press. And it is unbelievable the response this game is getting. If you look anywhere on the web, IGN or EGM Now or you know, basically any place that was at this event, everybody is talking about it, and everybody can't wait to get their hands on it for real. You know, this game looks amazing. There's also a trailer. I'll put a link down in the description of this video to. It's about a 4-minute trailer that they also brought to Gamescom, and I mean, it looks stunning. I don't know what version of the game is in this trailer. I assume it's probably the PC version. I'm hoping that the PC version and the Xbox One version will kind of look similar to each other, but if this game is not on your radar, check this game out because it's stunning. It's a new idea, I think. I have never seen this before, and the difference in the way it works compared to like older mech style games is these mechs, they're much faster, they're more agile, and your pilot can actually, you know, eject out of the mech and is a fully realized, playable, you know, powerful character outside of the mech, and is in fact very capable of taking down a mech. I believe that every loadout in this game, there's going to be different customizable loadouts similar to Call of Duty, and every loadout in this game is going to include some way of taking down a mech, which is awesome because, you know, if you're in the mech, which is going to be basically a kill streak, once you hit a certain number kill streak or get a certain number of points, then you'll be able to call in one of these mechs for yourself. But once you get this mech, you got to be careful. You're not just this all-powerful being on this map. You got to be careful. All these pilots running around that they're going to be much faster than you. They're going to be jumping around like crazy. If you ever remember Tribes from back in the day, the jetpacks make those players a lot like those Tribes players, which I can't wait for. This is really going to be exciting, and the fact that this is like an alpha build they brought to Gamescom, and it's already getting these rave reviews. Well, they're not reviews, but these rave, you know, articles from these really big publications. I mean, it's just really exciting. So I can't wait to get my hands on this. Speaking of Respawn Entertainment, and before I move on, I wanted to put a link down in the description for a new article on Respawn Entertainment's website, posted by John Shiring, which he actually explains the difference between player-hosted servers and dedicated servers. It's a pretty in-depth article. If you've ever wondered about, kind of why this affects your game and why it's bad, why it's good, check out this article. It's really informative, and I think you'll like it. Next up, some very interesting Call of Duty Ghosts news. So we knew that when you bought the Xbox 360 version or the PS3 version of Call of Duty Ghosts and you updated to either the Xbox One or the PS4, that you could transfer your multiplayer game data from Xbox 360 to Xbox One and PS3 to PS4. And we also knew that if you bought the Xbox 360 or PS3 versions of Call of Duty Ghosts, that you could upgrade to the Xbox One or PS4 edition for only $10 at a lot of retailers, which is great news. But now it turns out that it doesn't have to be platform agnostic. So your Call of Duty game save, your multiplayer, data, your prestige levels, and your character class setups, and all of that is going to be able to be used on any platform and be transferred back and forth at will. So that means that if you are currently a PS3 player, but really like that, the Xbox One's going to have dedicated servers, that means that you can transfer your data to there. If you're currently an Xbox 360 player and just don't like any of the policies Microsoft's putting out about the Xbox One, and you want to get a PS4, you can transfer your multiplayer data to a PS4. Now, what if you have a PS4 and you like to go over your buddy's house and play 360 games with him, maybe split screen? Well, you can also move it to the 360 from a PS4. What this looks like it's going to be is some kind of a cloud save. So whatever console you're on, every console is going to have access to that multiplayer data and be able to link it to your gamer tag. So when you sign in with your gamer tag on any console, you'll be able to play with your multiplayer information, which is great. I mean, that's a really flexible offering. It's a brand new feature for the Call of Duty series. And all the other Call of Duties, if you had the PlayStation 3 version and the Xbox 360 version, they were completely different prestige levels and completely different character classes, and you had to go through it all twice. It was kind of a pain in the neck. Now it's just once for all 4 consoles, and that's really cool. So that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.